So if you are struggling with your commitment, this is for you. The secret isn't rigid discipline, it's actually being flexible, setting minimum goal for the tough day and higher target when motivation actually spikes. And over time, your consistency is going to even out because commitment are won through the average and not perfection. And this is exactly what we are going to see in this video. So first, we need to understand how actually commitment work and why we may fail. See, when we set a goal, we have some expectation or standard that we are putting for ourselves when we have this goal or when we are committing to a process. But the issue is you have something that is called motivation, and motivation kind of fluctuate over time. And so you have your goal, but here is the deal. If your standard, your expectation are set at a specific level, well, every time you are motivated, especially when you are getting started, we have a lot of motivation. So that feels like easy. We can meet our expectation, our standard that we have set for ourselves very easy. But the issue is sometimes we are not. And what is going to happen is you are at this point either going to give up or you're going to feel so that this is hard, and that's why you are watching this video. You are going to wonder, how can I actually follow through with my commitment? And that's what I want you to consider after that. The idea is not to have the main the standard being the average of your motivation. Actually, you need to put what is called an upper bound and a lower bound. So the idea of the upper bound and the lower bound are standard for yourself of what actually is going to look like, what your commitment is going to look like to actually get it done when you're less motivated, and what is actually going to look like to get it done when you're actually highly motivated. For instance, me, when the way I set those up generally is for the lower bound is just show up. So for instance, I'm making a video. I have committed myself to post one video every single day for 2025. And so there is day where that's easy. I have quite a lot of motivation. I can put videos and I can actually make some good videos, or at least I have the desire to make a good video because I have the motivation. But there is other days where honestly I have no desire whatsoever to make a video. I just don't. I don't have the idea. I just want to do anything else but doing that video. So what is the lower bound going to look like? Because honestly, the upper bound, that's kind of easy. I think and also generally speaking, we tend to overestimate ourselves with our initial goal or expectation to get very close to the upper bound anyway. So I'm not necessarily going to focus on that, because if you want to follow through with your commitment, generally speaking, we are talking about the lower bound, the minimum requirement for you to keep going. And that's what it's all about. And so me, generally speaking, when I'm talking about lower bound for myself, what I'm setting is just show up. Like, okay, you don't want to make that video, that's fine. Just put yourself in front of the video, start record, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Doesn't matter. Just do it. It's okay. It's okay to not make a good video sometimes. And so that's kind of okay. I know, I accept the fact that I'm going to put out a shitty video, and I'm fine with that because I know this is what is required for me to just keep going, posting every single day. Because if I try to put too much pressure on myself to put good video, at some point I will break. At some point I will not want to make a better video or even make video at all. And so for me, it's really important that at any point I allow myself to post shitty videos. That's okay. As long as I post something, as long as I'm making a video, that's okay. And then on the other days, I have my roadmap. I have kind of a roadmap that I'm trying to follow, kind of a few ideas on how to improve the video. So every time I have kind of a little bit of energy, I feel better about myself. Actually, the desire to make video come back and so on. Okay, on those days, I actually try to do my best to make a good video. That's it. And that way, I fluctuate depending on my day, depending on how I'm motivated, whatever happened in my life. I can follow through with my commitment of that I've set for myself to post every single day this year. And so that's what I want you to consider, because when you do that, you will find yourself that some days you do good, some days you do a little more good, then someday you do crappy job, average job. Maybe sometimes you have a little bit more in the row a crappy job, and then you do in a row multiple good days. But what you need to understand, at the end of the day, the average will stay somewhat good.